This time of year in the South, perfect fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play fake. Here's Prescott. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 15 yards, first down Atlanta.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
47. We go 47.
Prescott on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 51 yards. A big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive. Nothing wrong with being electric. Nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week. Off to a really, really hot start.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it looked like he was able to get it back. So a big sigh of relief there, as that would have been a disastrous way to start this ball game. Defensively well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Prescott now. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's good play. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Troy Anderson. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
And that's the first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He's got the first down and more than that. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a fourth down now. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Out of his end zone, Prescott. He sets to fire deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space there. They elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he floated one out there incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Easily. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the run there. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. A former star at nearby Georgia Tech, Harrison Butker now for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. Prescott stripped. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. To throw is Prescott. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Prescott off play action. He's going to let it go again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. Here's Hardman to return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. First down, easily, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Mahomes now on 1st down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on: catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now here's Mahomes. Throw right side, going to be caught by Hardman. give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
So on 4th down, the home's off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Hey, 47.
1st down, Prescott. He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Falcons at 7-1 now on the year, and they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And as much as we hate to play this game, you know I'm going to do it anyway. Extrapolate that over a full season. What does that come out to, partner? 14-2. And anyone in the NFL, they'd sign up for that record, that's for sure.
They'll throw again. Prescott. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. There's Prescott. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. One of the Jets sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Play action now, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here go 46.
And again, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Got a man, Slayton. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going deep for Brown. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly have their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he's not able to get away, sacked back at the 22.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Easily. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And they'll send the slot in motion left. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Troy Anderson
able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up.
Hey, 57, 57.
Mahomes going to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 37. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Easily. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Quick slant complete to OBJ.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Easily. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott flushed out right. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A first down throw for Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest, and with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Finding Kyle Pitts running the slant. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. Prescott now. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch. Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Run of the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a two-score game. Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Up the middle they go. Easily. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. To rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taken in at the 22. There he goes, right side. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
Mahomes now on first down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 31, Mahomes finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On third down, easily. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Troy Anderson.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up the 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 17. Now Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. They've got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 72 yards.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Nick Bolton.
Charles, because whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Falcons will take over possession here up at the 44. And I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
46, 46.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working.
75 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Mahomes will throw. And he will find his man on the outside.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Falcons are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Falcons, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.